The two giant figures, father and mother, are cannibals locked in perpetual mutual consumption. They devour each other in order to remain one. Their union is both nourishment and annihilation. To eat the other is to preserve the other inside the self, the primal Eucharist of Eros. The mouth is the original sexual organ. Every kiss a bite, every bite a sacrament. The cosmos is the digestion of its own parents, eternal incest transformed into metabolism. The dangerous tapeworm represented the two parents in a hostile alliance against him. The primal scene is perceived by the child as conspiracy, the parental union as his exclusion. The parents' intercourse is experienced as devouring, their bodies eating each other to erase the child's place. Thus, all subsequent love is triangulated by fear. To see union is to imagine consumption. The primal image returns as cosmic warfare. Aerial dogfights, witches in the sky, nations in copulation. Every war reenacts the primal alliance of the parents. The erotic pact turned violent. Oral copulation is the prototype of every sadomasochistic relation. The devouring mouth and the penetrating organ exchange identities. To be castrated is to become woman. To become woman is to devour. Each act of castration inverts itself into ingestion. To take in the phallus is to possess it. Hence the circular curse. Those who are castrated must castrate, and those who castrate must be penetrated. The final sexual aim, to be eaten by what one has eaten. The erotic Ouroboros. Eros resolves itself not in possession but in absorption, not in climax but in consumption. The Milky Way is the fossil of copulation, mother and son caught forever in union. Stuck in the Milky Way means eternal coitus, the dream of unbroken return to the maternal body. The celestial whiteness is the mingled milk and semen of the cosmic act. To ascend is to re-enter the mother, to become star is to become seed. The sky is the frozen orgasm of creation. Eternal coitus becomes eternal stillness. Creation and entrapment in the same gesture. The aim of the psychic cycle is to be the penis of the mother with a penis. The self desires to be both giver and receiver, male and female, and androgynous completion. To enter the mother is to rejoin the phallus within her. To become her phallus is to abolish separation. Erection and castration coincide. Identity is oscillation between potency and loss. The divine androgyny is achieved in fantasy, the fusion of opposites in erotic recursion. The libido's final figure is circular, the phallus that penetrates itself through the mother's body. The primal scene, when seen, petrifies. The spectator turned to stone. The terror of the mother's genitals, the absence of the penis, becomes horror of the void. To see is to stiffen. The stone is both tomb and erection. Medusa's head replaces the missing penis with a swarm of serpents, multiplication as compensation. The snakes mitigate terror by restoring potency in symbolic form. Many phalluses for the lost one. The gaze of Medusa is the gaze of the mother, freezing the child in simultaneous desire and dread. Thus, the monument, the phallic calm, and the gravestone all repeat the same spell, death as permanent erection. The stone phallus is civilization's memorial of castration overcome. It commemorates the stiffening of terror into form, the victory of symbol over flesh. The monumentalize is to freeze orgasm in eternity. Architecture itself is the petrification of desire. the libido rendered durable. The final unity of death and erection is achieved in monumentality, the body transfigured into stone. To be stuck is the universal symptom, fixation as fear of motion. If one makes faces and the clock strikes, one face will stay so. The child's myth is psychic paralysis. The erotic wish is to remain in the moment of the unicorn. The anxiety is to be trapped within it. The same fantasy produces both rut and rigor mortis, perpetual coupling as living death. To be fixed in the feminine role is to both wish and dread stability purchased at the price of identity. The Milky Way's eternity is not bliss but immobility, orgasm fossilized into myth. The world oscillates between unity and dismemberment, erection and castration, fusion and fission. Every multiplicity is the after-image of a lost one. To multiply symbols of the phallus is to confess to its loss. To unify them is to reenact its death. Schizophrenia is the mind's theology, the constant alternation of wholeness and fragmentation. The self as restorer of mutilated forms repeated the divine labor of healing the split cosmos. Every act of creation is a mending of the dismembered God. To imagine is to reconstruct the broken body of Eros. The universe is an endless feast of devouring and being devoured. Cannibalism, coitus, sacrifice, and vision are one act. The circulation of desire through bodies. The gods eat their children, the children eat their gods. Reciprocal ingestion as cosmic law. The Milky Way, the Eucharist, the marriage bed, and the tomb are one continuous bouquet, one continuous banquet. The end of desire is not satisfaction, but incorporation, love's body consumed into itself. The sacred is the taste of what once was devoured. The sacred is the taste of what once devoured us. Eternity is oral, the mouth of heaven never closes.